Hello, this video short is designed to help you review the monitoring accuracy, which is particularly important at the moment with teachers having to decide on judgment grades for their students now that the exams have been cancelled this summer. If you have used Connect Interactive last year, you will already have monitoring data for last year's students to compare against last year's results. If not, you can add the data to last year's students. And remember that Connect Interactive works exactly the same for Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5. When you first log on to Connect Interactive, it's important to look at what your primary grade point is, and in this case, it is our current students' MP2. If I go into subject analysis, then what we can see here is MPZ, so this was the starting point of Year 11 in September. This was some monitoring in the autumn term. This was the mocks that we did in January, and then these are teacher predicted grades after the mocks. So if we have a look at English literature, we can see that the predictions have been a 5, a 5, a 7 for the mocks, which are generally always a bit lower, and 5 for the most recent monitoring. So what we want to do is now have a look at the actual results. So what I can do is I can copy the URL, so that's Control-C, I can open a new tab and paste it in. When I do this, Connect Interactive will always default to the latest monitoring point, so I can click on the grade points, I can then go to results, and then if I just type into here, we can then see our English literature. So what we're actually seeing is that the results across the last 4 years have been pretty phenomenal. Grade 4, Grade 2, Grade 2, Grade 3, compared to our current predictions for literature, which are 5, 5, 7, 5. So there's clearly a discrepancy between what staff are predicting and what they've actually got. Now what I can also do is make use of the monitoring accuracy tool in Connect Interactive, and again Connect Interactive will always default to latest monitoring point, so I need to select the year group that I'm interested in, and I can do that by clicking on the grade point selector. If I go to mix and match and type in 11 in here to filter, I can then pick out the monitoring for year 11 for last year's students. And what we can see here there for English literature is they were monitoring at a grade 6, but they actually in their results for last year's year 11 obtained a grade 3. That 0.16 is telling me that about 3/4 of the students were under predicted by a whole grade. If I sort by the difference column, then what we can see here is I've got 2 subjects that were being generous in their predictions. I've got a couple that were spot on, but the majority of the subjects here were actually under predicting. And across the whole school, there's something there to be thinking about, particularly with the dual science, whose under prediction was very significant. Before starting to consider the teacher judgment grades required now that the summer exams have been cancelled, it is important for all staff to reflect on the accuracy of their previous predictions relative to past results, and Connect Interactive is an ideal environment to support that development.